Do not expect do not expect too much running commentary. According to commentary, American way to say the word commentary. Commentary, American way to say the word commentary. Do not expect today too much commentary. You have not grown nerves. You have not grown the balls to say the truth. You are a parasite on the scheme of cosmos. Most of you. I'm not saying my retreats, my words of truth and wisdom are my retreats and my words of truth and wisdom are subjected to whom it is concerned. You understand? It's subjected to whom it may concern. That's the game here. So if you see yourself that you are a parasite, if you see yourself that you are a parasite and you suck on people's energy, then it wouldn't apply here. You understand? It wouldn't apply here. It wouldn't apply on me. Yesterday, I private message a few people because I'm going through with a lot of physical issues. I'm going through with a lot of physical problems. And I also know my time for transition is very, very close. And anyway, so yesterday I private messaged a few people. Consider my post in which I am mentioning a few God-fearing, I don't know where this came from, a few really nice people, really close to me. I only mentioned Kimberly, and Monty. These were the people without a single explanation, without anything, were able to. I applied for some type of unemployment. The reason is my my legs are not functioning. Now the sciatic in my hip has become very active too, on the top of everything. I'm not gonna stay here because here it's not good. And I'm making realized of that. So I want to get out of here worst way possible. You see, so the best thing, if you have any means to take me to the ashram in Tennessee, I'm not asking for your money. I never have. I never will. I applied for some way and see what happens. Or there is an ashram here too, in the same state. I'm not mentioning the name of a state here. You don't need. It's none of your business where I'm staying right now and stuff like that. It's none. Okay, but here an ashram here in this very state. So if you can help out just to take me over there, I don't need your money. You see, something would happen. It's either my transition would happen, or if Brahman wants me to keep carrying on and speak the words of truth and wisdom, it would clear a path, it would clear a way for me, if you understand. It always has. It always has, it always will. You wouldn't come into the being until unless there was a very significant reason for you to be here. So don't waste time. Okay. Start taking it seriously. Otherwise, Maya would screw you up and you would go again back for an unknown period of time till you find the body again. You do not understand much of it, what I say. You do not, if you understand. You don't have to believe me. Just pay attention to the sound of my voice. It's not about believing or disbelieving. You never understand humans. It never has. It never will. It's about pay attention. If there is a shred of truth in my sound, if there is a shred of truth in what I say, it would resonate through you, because real me and real you is the same. However, the real me and real you goes beyond, if you understand, a real me and a real you. Namaskaram, namaskar, namaskar. Shakti De Baba, duality. The real me and real you goes way beyond, even it goes beyond the source of creation. Shakti De Baba, Shakti, duality. Even it goes beyond the source of creation, you see. But then what happens? You are just a speck of consciousness, and so am I. Now, that speck of consciousness in attributes, that speck of consciousness in, you understand the meaning of attributes. It's your language, isn't it? It's not my language. It's a foreign language to me, but I speak better than you, isn't it? That speck of consciousness changes with attributes depending who is dealing with it. That would take a very hard effect on you when you pass on. You wouldn't have, now you don't have the luxury of reasoning. So whatever you have made out of yourself so far, it would amplify without the luxury of reasoning. Are you following me? These are the words you wouldn't hear anywhere. Nobody would write these words. These are the words come from the source of creation. So pay close attention. It's the first hand knowledge, it's the first hand wisdom that I'm delivering. Okay. So it would be there. And now the reasoning mind of you is gone. Now the reasoning mind of you is nowhere to be found. So you would progress by your tendencies. That has been mentioned to you numerous times, if you understand. So the time to work on your tendencies, the one which you would progress by after you die, is right now. Okay, that was one thing that I took out of the way. Second thing, I am just about have made at least two to three posts about this particular thing. Invest. People do not know Tom, Dick, and Harry wants your money. And since you are gullible like a child, or probably worse, you just absorb everything what's being fed to you, what's been shoved in you, without questioning, is it benefiting me? Is it helping me, or is it going against me? You see, that's what we understand, the tiny little mind of humanity that never questions. And then devil Lucifer takes advantage of it, and you become all messed up. You see, that's why you are like this, whoever you are. You see, you are a Dick, you are a Tom, you are a Harry, I don't care. Whoever you are, that's why you are so messed up that you cannot see things as they are happening. You see things as you are happening, and you are happening in a pathetic way. That's what I see when I look around these humans. Anyway, so what's happening here? I have made 2 to 3 posts at least about Kundalini. You know what Kundalini is? I'm not going to get into it because you have no background. You want to listen to the story. Do not attempt Kundalini, because here every Tom, Dick, and Harry, these blonde chicks specifically, Karens, they basically are writing book about Kundalini and claim that they are the expert. And claim that they are the expert in the Kundalini, because they want your money. They are selling their bodies and stuff like that, and then they want your money. These are the demons who are stuck in money chakra. sex chakra and all that. So they are writing books and they are doing a worse job. They in the society, because then if you tried this with unsupervised or accidental in this very society, in this very country, you would have zombies walking on the streets, schizophrenics, psychosis, you see. But they are not concerned with your well-being or the well-being of the society. They are concerned about money, you see. Money moves mountain, at least unfortunately in this age I see that. But I can't wait to leave this, it's a curse basically. It's a punishment for me. I would put down here with you, because I don't see myself like you. Anyway, so Kundalini, if awakened unsupervised by reading books, Kundalini is, if awakened unsupervised, if you understand, Kundalini, if awakened unsupervised. Another parasite, by the way, just messaged here on Instagram. You see, yes, I would get to read this message by this parasite soon. If Kundalini has awakened unsupervised or accidental, if you take it, listen to my words, it would bring severe negative consequences on you, because you are given, let's say you are given some type of power. Take it this way. Let's say you are given some type of power, you are given some type of authority, and you are weak. You have no balance in you. You have no charge on your thoughts. You have no charge on your mind. You do not know how to handle your memory, and you do not know how to handle your emotion, if you understand. You know what I mean? You do not know how to handle your memory, and you do not know how to handle your emotion. Sweet emotion. That's how you are. You see, that's how I look at you. So what would happen? You are already messed up. Please help. That's most of the humans are going around like that. And then something so powerful is awakened in the very body that you are not aware. It would bring severe consequences in you, severe, and it would lead one, if attempted, just because, I want to gain I want to be God-like. You are not even close to a being. Forget about the word God-like. You see, it's going to take you time, dedication. It's going to take focus that you are not ready. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, so if Kundalini is awakened unsupervised, it would lead you to schizophrenia. Once you see what happens basically, imagine the rubber band. You stretch the rubber band and you stretch rubber band. Even if it is a brand new rubber band, it would break after some point. That's what schizophrenia. Once a person is schizophrenic, it's just about almost impossible to cure, no matter what you do, because this person is done spiritually. It's the impurity of the soul, you know what I mean? And two is, it can lead you to psychosis, which is as potent or just about as potent as schizophrenia. And it can lead you to paranoia, different states of very miserable impurities of the soul. So find somebody who has complete charge. That person, the chances are that person would be Indian, because I don't trust these people here in West who claim to know Kundalini, you see. If you, and the ground, personally, at least you have been meditating for over an year, and at least you have developed, at least you have developed a rhythm. You have developed a rhythm. You have developed a rhythm in your breathing. You know what I mean? You know how to control breathing. The rhythm is over there. You know how to sit straight. You know how to take your spine seriously. You know how to keep your spine during meditation, your backbone. That plays a very significant role in you. Your backbone is the gateway where the God basically, your backbone is the way where God enters in your accumulation, which you humans understand as body, and runs through the sense of self awareness or pure consciousness, the source of creation. So at least you have been doing meditation every day for almost an year, you know, and you know how to make, you know how to create and maintain the rhythm in your breathing, and you know how to sit straight, and you know how to sit straight with your backbone erect for long period of time, even sometime hours. You cannot sit 5 minutes in there. Something in you, this, have you seen this before? Something in you wants you to move all the time. You see, because you have no charge on your mind. So what happens? Then if you, these are the qualifications, but what happens basically that if you have done all that, you have clarity, you have certain charge on your thoughts, memories, and you have certain charge on your emotion. You understand? And then what happens? You qualify. Do not go online, otherwise you would destroy yourself on a very rapid speed. These blonde chicks, oh, I'm the author of Kundalini, this and that. I mean, nothing against any human, no judgment, but they are pathetic. It's garbage, it's scum of the earth, basically. Because destroying a human for the money, my books are selling, you see. Don't know nothing what it is, but collected here, collected there, did some research, gathered the data, listened to some really wise people about Kundalini, wrote it down, came up with a book. Here is the book. You understand? This is what the game is. And the consequences you would unfortunately bear. You would bear the fruit, you would bear the consequence of their actions. We want healthy society, we want healthy humans running and walking around. So this place can be a heaven. We don't want people with schizophrenia, psychosis. We don't want people crying hysterically and in their own home. They have become strangers, severe consequences on the body, cannot maintain certain social situation, including job, by attempting to practice, by attempting to practice or start Kundalini by reading bogus scrap books about Kundalini, specifically here in this Western society, and by those Western authors, Most of them are dull. They are concerned with the money. Do not attempt by reading the books or copying the postures, looking at the tutorials. Otherwise, get ready for these consequences. And once you are there, once your rubber band, no matter how super thick or brand new that is broken, sometime things cannot be repaired. I'm not trying to scare you, but if you are scared, so be it. But I'm trying to save you from the misery, because Kundalini is a very serious matter, if you understand. Kundalini is a very serious matter. Kundalini is not something that you just walk into the situations of meditation or yoga with no awareness what it is, if you understand. You just do not walk into the situations, and after a few period of time, if unsupervised or accidental, this is awakened in you, then you have no idea. Like, imagine, I would tell you, I would give you, because your skull is so thick that most of you do not focus. So I'll give you another example. Imagine some guy who has no concept of anything. I mean, you see people around you like that, they have no education, they have no transparency, they have no composure, they cannot focus on more than a few seconds, um, regardless of their financial status. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. That person can be very poor, a person who is very blunt, not intelligent. Imagine you make this person president of this country. That's what I'm talking about. What's going to happen? And everybody's coming to that president to see the solution of their problems. You understand? This kind of president, what that president is going to solve? The president would go nuts because he's halfway already there, if you understand. And then now, this responsibility, what's going to happen? Just like Kundalini is just like that. If you are interested, because my transition is going to hopefully, I do Kriya. I do Kriya, and I'm dedicated to my practice Kriya. I'm dedicated to my practice Kriya. I do Kriya. I am dedicated. I do it every day. My path is the path of devotion. My path is the path of determination. That's why I have gained certain mastery on what you see, and I also have gained certain mastery on what you do not. It is very possible. It's a state of the being, more potent than an average human would know. Anyway, so I truly hope that my transition happens soon. I'm not going to mention the state I live or I am staying. It's none of your goddamn business until unless you are willing to do something about, to give me the help. Help, take me to the ashram. I don't need your goddamn money. You can shove that in the, I don't need that. I'm past that. So just ponder on what I said today. Do not awaken Kundalini accidentally. I offer my service. If you DM me, if you want your well-being, if you are serious about your well-being, if you understand, if you are serious about your well-being, if you are serious about to make a difference within you and make a difference to other people's life, if you are selfless, if you not only think for yourself, but you also think for others, if you are not a parasite, which most of you humans are, by the way, make no mistake. If you have all that in you, DM me. Then I would tell you where I am at. I don't charge for my services, but I would introduce you to Shanti meditation. I'm not talking about Kundalini or anything now. I would introduce you to Shanti meditation. You understand? And Shanti meditation is a very strong way not only, if you understand, Shanti meditation is a very strong way not only to raise your energy, but also to contain it. And you would see remarkable results on your well-being. You would feel more free. You would feel like it. In other words, you are getting rid of the impurities of your soul. In other words, now you are taking charge of your thought and mind, and you are becoming serious to bring happiness in you. It's not that you are bringing happiness. Happiness is your birth state. Birth. Have you given birth before? So happiness is your birth state. You are just clearing the garbage and seeing what's underneath. You see, that's all it is. It's not that you are importing it from China or any place like that. No. If you are serious enough, you need to come and get me where I am at, and you need to drop me off here. And I can spare at least 2 days in a week, depending on how long I am going on, or depending on how long I live, depending on that. So, and of course, I don't charge. My services are free for humankind. So, depending on where I am at, I can introduce you to Shanti meditation. You see, I can, and that would itself would bring tremendous amount of happiness. Then it's only natural when you have happiness or when you have discovered, basically. Discovered is rather better term. When you have discovered happiness, it's only natural that you would spread it around. And that's what our aim is, to create a healthy, happy, stable society. You see, that's what the goal of the Gayani is. That's what the goal of the meditator is. That's what the goal of the yogi is. You understand that? So just depends. You need to provide me pick and draw. That's all. And I can spare a couple of days, no problem. And I do not eat much. I eat only once a day. That's all I eat. That's all I need, actually. So you can DM me, means direct message me. I can tell you, and we can make some type of arrangement if you are serious about Shanti meditation. This is, you must start from, you see, then you would work. You must start from A. You cannot just start from Z or Z. You have to start from A, and then you have to work your way through to Z or Z. Uh, just think and ponder about just think and ponder about what I said, if you understand. Ponder on what I said. And if you are serious, you know, so we can make some type of arrangement. But that arrangement obviously is going to be made in the private conversation, in the private messages, not here. No, of course not. It's not your goddamn business where I am staying or where I live or what is that. If you are serious about your well being, if you want to start meditation, I can spare a couple of days. And those couple of days, my teachings, me in person with you would bring great impact. And because some of the meditations are that way, basically, that only can be done when the Gayani is with you in person. And I wouldn't charge anything. You see, if I was to charge, I would become a millionaire by now, but I don't do that. So ponder about that. And this is it. I'm going to go offline now, and I'm going to retrieve myself again into Kriya very soon.